Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sin.
And 15 PCA?
Native 454.
Be sure to check us out over on Twitter at C15 Podcast. So the new J.J. Abrams universe, the Kelvin universe Trek movies, I enjoyed them. Mm-hmm. I thought they were fine for what they are. They're not better than the Next Generation, Deep Space Nine. Mm-hmm. But looks like they're getting into some trouble for the next film. Looks like Chris Hemsworth and Chris Pine aren't agreeing on their contracts, and they're not going to be in the movie.
That's incredible.
Do you think they're going to replace Kirk?
I think they
can replace Kirk's father, and I think they'd be fine. But you can't replace Chris Pine. You just can't.
No. But if you don't have Kirk in the movie, there's
no movie then.
Yeah,
exactly.
I remember we talked about it before. How they keep talking about, well, look at all these diverse female characters, and we're going to have the first this and that, and then gender this, and that.
That doesn't matter in the end.
I want Captain Kirk in these damn films. You can't have, unless you're going to just follow something completely different. Yeah. Maybe, just maybe, we shouldn't have done this whole go back in time bull crap. No. Just went to the future, and you can have any characters you want.
And then because then you could have just come off easily because it wouldn't have been that attachment like it is with
it'd have been you've been over with. So I don't know what they're gonna do.
I think for me personally, I just think it's time to move on. Yeah. Maybe just do a whole new Star Trek movie thing. You don't have to do...
It doesn't have to be Captain Kirk or Picard or anything like that. Let's do something in the Trek universe completely removed.
Do something new.
A new starship that we can go explore.
Are they afraid?
I think
they are afraid. Because look what they've been doing. They've been playing it safe. Or what they think is playing it safe.
Because think about it. It's like how we used to say with Star Wars. Can Star Wars survive without the Jedi? Can Star Trek actually do something where it's not about the Enterprise and not about... and
they have, and they've done it well, but they just don't want to do it again. They're afraid,
And this is the article is from comicbook.com, and it's saying, but sources indicate that actors aren't willing to take pay cuts, despite the last film in the franchise underperforming. Pine already had a deal in place, and he signed to negotiate for the Star Trek Beyond. So he's saying, hey, I was promised this money, I want it, I don't care how the movie's performing.
Well, if he did sign it...
Well, and he can demand it, he could say
because people are saying that there was supposed to be, Kirk, of course, is the main character, and it was supposed to be Kirk time travel story, Kirk going back in time and helping with his father. Mm-hmm. Well, if you don't have the characters, the storyline doesn't work.
Well, maybe they do it Back to the Future too.
I remember one person joking around they should use William Shatner.
Yeah, Shatner should come back. They do a future story instead. They go to the future.
Yeah,
but Trek just seems to be in all kinds of
crazy.
The thing is, looks like they're just swinging at everything, and they just don't know what they're doing. There seems to be no plan, no coherent. This is what we want to do. Here's our plan for the future for Star Trek. let's throw all these things out here and just hope.
Yeah, let's pull some old actors from the old series
and do this and that.
So, do you think Paramount's going to break and just give them the money? Are they going to write them out? Do you think? Okay, here's our options. Paramount gives them the money. They take a lower pay cut. They replace the actors or a brand new story.
I think it should be a brand new story, like I said.
That would save you so much on money.
And it's sad because the guy who plays Spock is on board.
Yeah. He says this is his last one.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just after everything they've done with Discovery and how everything's changing, and we have there's always been multiple timelines, but this is a time where they didn't have to do it.
No.
You know what's weird? What's up with actors only doing 3 movies?
I know, but back in the day, you were you belonged.
Yeah,
especially in Star Trek.
Yeah.
I mean, you did 8, 9 movies, but not no more.
Yeah, I was thinking of just Hugh Jackman. Look at how long he played Wolverine.
Yeah.
Certain actors
plus years.
Yeah, come on, only 3 movies,
It's kind of funny, and then they're also talking about how superhero movies are taking over and sci-fi movies aren't doing as well. I disagree with that. You said they release good stuff.
Yeah.
And everything we've been hearing, we reported on before this whole, we got to have, for every 2 male writers, we have to have 50 female writers.
All this,
don't focus on that stupid crap. That doesn't mean anything.
Focus on a good story.
Just get a good story, and if your actors want more money and they're pivotal to the role, you got to pay them the money.
And I thought all 3 of the new Star Trek movies were fine. I liked them. Yeah. I liked for what they were. Good popcorn movies, action films.
I know people, again, even I say in the Trek TV series, I want science. I want science answers. I like people figuring things out.
Yeah.
But in the movies, I understand why they're action films. That's why that's why they're different things.
Yeah.
But I like them. I like the fact that there's Trek movies still being made. And do you just scrap it? I don't know.
I know at this point.
Paramount's kind of in a bind. They're really in a, their stuff's in a vice. And I don't know if they're going to pay out.
Yeah. Your best bet is like you guys said, just
Just
Don't
grab.
even scrap
but
it.
But what do you
game-
do? Just you just have the other actors.
But you know what? I know that'd be weird, but I can kind of understand where they're coming from because they don't want to make this a trend where you sign a deal with the movie studios. Now turn around, well, it didn't do so well. Now we got to reduce your pay. They don't want that to become the norm in Hollywood. So I can kind of see what they're coming from. I just wish it wasn't happening to Star Trek.
Yeah,
that's the
different
only
movie,
problem.
different,
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's kind of sad because maybe just leave it alone and just don't even make it. I don't know.
And Jackie said, start from scratch, do a new thing, do like a whole new. Since it's a different timeline, just shake it up. Say Kirk died. Wouldn't that be something?
Oh, that'd be epic.
At
That
the
would
very
be-
beginning, they just
yeah.
he steps into an empty turbo lift and just falls to his death. It's some cheesy ass way. There should be something.
And it's like doesn't even
Oh,
show
yeah.
the
Yeah,
side
it's
of
not.
his
It's not even him, the actor. Just him from the back.
Captain, watch out! Yeah, why would that normally be like
How
that?
funny would it be?
That's what make you great, though.
They do that right, but right before he dies, they say we're switching the color of captain uniform to red. Oh, and he falls down there because red shirt.
I'm not sure it's always died.
Yeah.
That's funny. And then make it where Spock's the captain and he's got
Yeah.
to deal with it.
Yeah,
With
that,
him dying and
I'm just saying. I'm trying to think of some story they can make.
just to get rid of him if
It
they have
can't be
to.
it can't be a new Kirk. That just can't happen.
Just no
It'd be
replacing him.
weird.
No, it would just be stupid.
They try to play it up like, oh, your face looks different. It's some stupid thing. But yeah,
no.
it's either pay him the money and do it, or do a whole new story. I think that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
There is no replacing Captain Kirk.
Yeah.
Unless you do a whole new franchise with new
And
everybody.
the thing is, you hit it off so well with these characters and these actors that
They
play
work
these
well
characters.
together.
They work well. So
Yes.
now you're going to get a whole bunch of new actors. It's like, no, that's
Do
you
you-
already hit gold twice. You're not going to hit it a third time here.
You know, I just thought of Crimson would be really funny. Why did they do the Mass Effect 2 thing? Where he gets blown up in a ship and they have to reconstruct
Yeah,
his
you have to
face?
he looks totally different.
It looks totally
Your guys are
different.
so
And then at the
stupid.
beginning of the movie, it's a character creator, and the audience
Yes,
gets
he gets to pick what they are.
You get
Oh
to
my
pick.
goodness, Star Trek did do that choose your own adventure movie things. They were only in Hollywood. It was so bad. They only lasted like 3 of them, and they just stopped making them. It was like in the 2000s. It's just terrible.
But yeah, Paramount's is in a spot, and they have a lot of decisions to make.
Yeah.
And I want to see where this is going to go.
But it's another headache they don't need.
Yeah.
They already have Discovery being a mess, so now they have to deal with this. And like, this is the one thing that was working, I would say, relatively well for them.
Yeah.
As opposed to Discovery.
Without a lot of, I want to say, drama.
Drama, yeah.
Yeah, the drama's
now this is drama now. It's like you got it everywhere. It's like, oh.
Crimson Sin here. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like, sub, and share. Also, for the most up-to-date information about the podcast, follow us on Twitter at C15 Podcast.